Hello and welcome to the Idiot Book Nook. My name is Blazewing. My pronouns are she, her, and they, them.
And I am the Reading Dragon. My pronouns are she, her.
My name's Lady Punnet. My pronouns are primarily she, her, sometimes they, them. Today is a they, them kind of day.
Gotcha.
I can fucking do it.
And I'm Kudashai, and my pronouns are she, her, they, them, and today's today.
If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do so at lanktr.ee/idiotbooknook. It occurs to me I've been forgetting to say that at the beginning of our episodes, so I don't know what you're expecting. I got ADHD. As do we all.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're talking today about Chapter 12.
Yes.
But before we get to that, what y'all think of Chapter 11? We have a massive discussion to have on that chapter.
Why was it so spicy?
It was very spicy.
I don't know. I think it kind of flew by.
There's a saying here, time flies when you're having fun.
Yep.
Carter's just done with us.
I mean, we were talking earlier about how it's not the size that matters. Wonder what they'd say.
The motion of the ocean is what Order of the Day says.
The motion of the ocean, huh? Sure, we'll go with that. That's it, AP. You're going to horny jail.
I see nothing.
Moving on to our discussion of Chapter 12, however. What do we got?
Merlin,
We're introduced to a character.
You what in the who now?
Yeah. Introduction of a new character.
Yep. This close to the end of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that this book is turning into... It definitely gave off more of a Power Rangers series vibe.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Power Rangers as a kid by any chance, AP?
My books have more action than what...
Than I do. What can I say?
Yeah. I mean, I share in that sentiment, especially within the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This book definitely had more action than either of us.
AP's just like, ... Oh, did somebody get called out?
Oof. I think she called herself out.
Yes. So what else we got for Chapter 12? Otherwise, this is going to be a really short episode.
Merlin is still acting like he knows everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's just bit him in the ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quite harshly.
Well, a little bit.
Merlin seems to do that to himself, though. You know that meme you see floating around Facebook where this guy's riding a bike down the street and he shoves a stick through the tire and then blames somebody else for it?
Oh.
That's kind of what I'm envisioning.
Well.
Yeah, I get
Go ahead.
I get the feeling that Argon sides with Merlin probably more than he should, and is not taking charge as much as he probably should, given his status. I get the feeling that he still feels very much guilty about what he's done in the past and doesn't trust his own judgment yet.
Probably.
And that now he's going to have to kind of, ball up, or
he's going to have
somebody else do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am curious to see how that goes.
Right.
Fair.
I think the issue is that they're trying to solve the issue quickly when it was easy to do with the sister due to the fact that she relies heavily on emotion and lust and stuff. Whereas they were hoping that a well-known calculative person would rely more on emotion than calculating. And I think that's like, no, I understand why you would think that But bear in mind, he also has nothing to lose right now, so he's still going to be calculative.
Mhm.
I don't think Merlin's hit that point of having lost everything. So when you're talking stories, there's a point where the good guys are faced with a massive problem they can't overcome. But in order to overcome that problem, there has to be some really hard lessons learned.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think
Like-
Merlin's reached that yet.
Well, Nappy just points out, Merlin's bullshit. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong. I am curious to see what that issue is going to be for Merlin and how he's going to deal with that. But correct me if I'm wrong here. I can't be the only one seeing this. Merlin seems a bit unstable.
Yeah.
Like, a push in the wrong direction could be disastrous for everyone around him.
Well, just after, not Karis, but, was it Karis or was it someone else that revealed to everyone that Merlin was the one that killed Uther?
Yeah.
That was Arises.
Yeah. When that bomb was dropped, that's when his personality shifted a bit.
Yeah.
Because before that, everything seemed to be going fine. Everybody had had an established view of Merlin.
Mhm.
When that truth bomb was dropped, that's when things shifted. Now Merlin is being this way. I feel like he's being this way because of the fact that he's now afraid who might turn on him for the fact that he was the one that killed Uther. And
Primordials care.
yeah, primordials don't really care. So if anything, Merlin is worrying for nothing.
I think, well, no, he's not worrying for nothing, because remember Romeo.
That's true. And also for the fact that it's not just the primordials he has to worry about for them not caring. It's now Morgana as Clara and everyone else that are otherwise mortal and had regained their memories. Now he has to deal with the fact that they now know the truth. What the fuck are they gonna do? And do they suspect Merlin of lying about anything else or hiding anything else?
Which I'm just going to step out on a limb here and say, yeah, he's probably got like shit tons of secrets he hasn't told people.
I mean, he's lived for a really long time.
Yeah.
And he took the long way around.
Yeah, he took the long way around too. How many skeletons in his closet does he actually have? And also, they've had multiple lifetimes together even after that.
Yeah.
So what all are they actually going to remember as time goes on?
Do you think, like, Merlin would ever get lonely and he would just, like, find someone and spend the night with them, like one night stand type things, and now there's like a baby Merlin's running around somewhere in the world?
I mean, it's not impossible.
Not impossible. However, I have a feeling that because of the trauma that Merlin faced the first time around with Morgana in their first life together, and how he lost his actual firstborn son in that process, he probably does not want to repeat of that. So he probably would have figured out a way over the years to prevent another child from happening, unless it was with Morgana.
AP says,
Yeah.
Harold says, skeletons in the closet, I'm a guess 10, followed by AP's comment of, I'll say that it's definitely not the case for him.
Yeah, see?
You know what I think?
Huh.
All of these spicy scenes in the book, I think Merlin needs to get laid.
Right?
He did get laid.
He did.
He needs to get laid again.
Yeah, he's definitely pent up.
Yeah. He probably hasn't had any for a hot minute.
Merlin just...
Especially because he had reverted his age in this lifetime by accident.
Merlin does not sleep around. Well, maybe he should.
Maybe he should.
You know, it's the modern times. They make assistance things.
You also shouldn't.
There's people who like you can pay for that do this professionally.
Or there's a specialty shop called Adam and Eve.
It's basically what I was hinting at.
Yeah.
It's 2023. Merlin needs to not be such a fucking prude.
Just get there. There were some toys that my ex had bought.
Harold
from
says,
Adam and Eve.
sounds like he's blue-balled so hard, he's the god of Smurfs.
Nice.
Yes, I am literally saying Merlin should fuck around and find out.
You know, earlier I had this thought. In some lores, Merlin is known as a dragon lord.
Ooh, that's just kinky.
Or a dragon tamer.
That's even kinkier.
And here we have the creation of bad dragons.
Nick says no, because even Smurfs do the dirty. There's a Smurfette in the picture.
There's one Smurfette.
Technically, Smurfette was not created by Hanky Panky. She was created by Gargamel, but whatever.
Yeah. Still. Dragon, are you saying those versions of Merlin's had dragon riders?
Merlin's a bard.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
So what else? What else have we got? Lady Punna, what are you doing?
Making stars.
Yeah, she's doing origami stars.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
So I got a weird question.
We might have a weird answer.
Met Argon's son, and Argon said that he spoke with Citrine's daughters, who we found out their names are Cecilia and Danielle or something like that. And we know that Argon's sons are mermaids. No, Argon's sons are elves.
Mm-hmm.
Katrine's daughters are mermaids.
And the daughters are mermaids. What are Agate and Carnelian's children?
Do they even have kids?
I don't think that's been... I think that may have been hinted at, but not revealed fully.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently we'll find out in the fourth book why Merlin is so committed to Morgana.
You mean Merhim?
Merhim. Merhim is very committed to Morgana.
Morgana. Merhim or Morgana?
Oh my goodness, what monster have I created?
Oh, you know you love us.
The Swedish Chef was literally my favorite.
Merlin is so committed to Morgana. Yeah.
We still listen to like the Popcorn Shrimp song like regularly around the house.
Silence, good night. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good night.
Why are you on the counter?
What book are we on again? Book 1.
We just wrapped up chapter 12.
Yep, we're on book 1, chapter 12. I think we got one more chapter to go.
Yep.
So.
Yep. But yeah, I think it was interesting how they decided to, I guess, split up. What was her name again? Karis. I tried to think of kerosene without the "een."
I just want to start calling her Carrot.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to. Carrot. There we go. So when Carrot got sent away, they got split in with 4 or 5 pieces, something
5
like
pieces,
that.
yeah.
5, yeah. So I thought so, and it feels like they have it's a clever idea, for sure. But it does seem like they have a slightly different plan for each. So I'm wondering, what the plan would have been for. Oh my god, why am my brain is not remembering names tonight? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Does you have ADHD?
Probably.
You have one more chapter to go. Book 2 has 16 chapters. Book 3 has 13. And I think book 4 has a little over 20.
Yeah.
Demeter.
Demeter.
But yeah. So I'm wondering if it was the same plan that they were supposed to do with Demeter, or if it, if there was going to be something different.
There might be something different with Demeter.
I think Demeter wanted to bang Merlin.
Yeah.
I think he was more focused on his sister.
Yeah. Probably.
I'm not. Nope.
Oh, Delamere, not Demeter.
Delamere. Yeah.
Delamere, yeah.
Delamere wanted Merlin out of the picture because of his sister.
Yup.
And apparently he can yank people through solid matter.
I guess.
He's like a earth elemental.
I think so.
Well, he made everything really icy and cold.
That's the ice elemental.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to add for this chapter. I'm just here. I'm just here to make fun and have fun.
Woo!
My cats are fine. I just settle the fuck down.
Karis just wanted to have a threesome with Delamere and Merlin, apparently. And Delamere didn't want that. Nope.
Delamere has, you know what? I would like to say that Carrot should have respected what her lover brother's hard boundaries were, and the fact that he didn't want a third person to join, and then Carrot wouldn't be in this situation.
But Carrot's neighbor Potato. Sorry.
So Carrot needs, so the lesson in this is, if you're gonna have relations with your lover brother, you need to have open communication and listen to the hard limits. Otherwise, you get stuck in rocks.
Otherwise, other than that, you could just not.
You thought of that?
Not have a lover brother?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Let's not go down the path of the Lannisters. The Lannisters showcased what fucking happened. This is what not to do. The Lannisters are a prime fucking example.
I think the Targaryens had a better example of why the fuck you don't do that.
Too, but it wasn't showcased in the first series.
Nixus Rose says, or maybe just don't have a lover brother in 2023. You heard it here, folks.
Thank you for coming to our collective TED Talk.
Don't have a lover brother in 2023.
Or ever.
But a Lannister always pays.
Rocks.
But a Lannister always pays their debts and holds amazing weddings.
That's not an excuse. That doesn't make it forgivable. Although that one wedding was pretty baller. They've had some baller weddings.
Dany,
you have to give them that. They have baller weddings.
Dany didn't know until she knew.
Oh yeah, the fact that she slept with her nephew.
More than just the nephew. So many.
Technically, they're still in the old way mindset where having relations with siblings or cousins was common in that time period.
True.
Yeah, I know.
Still icky.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Well, this way home in Alabama.
I really need to get like clips that I can literally just press a button and call up and make Sweet Home Alabama one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was. Just
because they turned out so great.
Right?
Do you think the dad got in on it? Because there's no mention of a mom.
Yeah, and judging by the way that they were talking, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna scrub that from my brain. Delete.
I feel sorry for Carrot.
Delete.
Because Carrot's But Karen's the only girl. Carrot is Smurfette.
They took it the whole keeping the family notched it up to 100.
I got a jar of stars.
Woo.
He did not. He had someone else. Okay. I don't know where to go from here, folks.
I don't think there's anywhere.
I mean, unless we want to dig further down this rabbit hole of like.
Harold says, "Don't ever have me on the stream," followed by Neppy saying, "At least it wasn't the lover father," followed by Nick saying, "Collecting a jar of stars and tearing life apart."
Yeah, basically. Do we have any predictions as to how this book is going to end?
Everything's on fire.
Die.
You what?
I think Merlin's gonna die.
Interesting thought.
Interesting thought.
Or at the very least, he might have another like phoenix out of the ashes moment.
Well, I say he's gonna die in this book because we know he's gonna come back in like the next books.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there wouldn't be Merlin's returns. But I think the only way Merlin is gonna evolve from his own hubris and realize I'm not all that in a bag of chips is for him to die. Because we've already seen what happens when Morgana dies. He's like, it's not that he doesn't care that she dies. It's more of a she'll come back type thing. He needs to realize, oh dang, wait a second. Maybe I'm not the most powerful thing in the universe, and maybe I do need to ask for help and not act like I know everything and know what's best.
Yeah. No, that
the way he'll learn that is to like suffer a major loss, and we've already seen that losing Morgana doesn't do much to him.
Not anymore, don't.
No, he's gone desensitized to it.
Yeah. Especially for the fact that like he placed magic on both her and at least Arthur to have them reincarnate. What is the cycle? Once every 10 years after they die?
It's every couple of decades.
Yeah, after they die.
Which I think is to just give the souls a chance to rest.
Yeah. Because in some beliefs, it is said that the soul has to rest for at least twice the amount of years that they were alive.
I really like on TikTok, there's this woman who portrays herself as Hemlock, who's like the Department of Lost Souls, and she constantly reminds people that you can't reincarnate until 90 days after your death day and after you've served your punishment if you go to hell and stuff. So I like to think maybe there's like a 90-day waiting period.
At least. But is that 90 consecutive days?
I don't know. It's the afterlife. I don't think they know how to measure time.
Like I said, you gotta ask if it's 90 consecutive days, or it's 90 business days, or if it's 90 holidays.
Man, when we get around to it, you're gonna love the incarnations of immortality.
Yeah.
Maybe like 90 weekdays. So only Monday to Friday.
Could be longer if they used to dial up in hell.
Days.
90 business days.
Yeah, I imagine they keep bank hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like however many hours there are in 90 days.
Yeah.
And then they only do that based on bank hours. Why are we discussing how the afterlife would measure time?
Because we went down that rabbit hole.
We went down that rabbit hole.
This is all your guys' fault. I got nothing to do with this.
You have everything to do
along
with
for the
this.
ride.
You what?
Go ahead, Dragon.
You have everything to do with this.
I have nothing to do with this, thank you.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Uh-huh.
Do you think the Grim Reaper has a hard time collecting cats, and that's why cats have 9 lives, because of the fact that Grim Reaper has a hard time collecting them?
That, or the cats have their own cat Grim Reaper, and he's lazy, and that's why it takes so long for him to show up.
God damn it.
Or hear me out. It's a dog that's the Grim Reaper for the cats. And the cats have managed to convince the dog it's a game.
Like Fetch.
But by 9th life, they're just so tired. Like, yep, good job. You caught me. Take me to my afterlife.
So he's like, fuck, I guess you live. Or, you know, the Grim Reaper could actually have a real soft spot for cats. And every time a cat dies, the reason why they have 9 lives is because the Grim Reaper is literally giving the cat another chance to live because he sees how cute they're being. It's like, I can't take you yet. You're too cute for this afterlife. Your cuteness needs to be cherished by the world some more.
Or he's just allergic.
He's allergic.
According to the order.
Or he's just allergic, yeah. And it takes him a while to get his allergy meds. Because, you know, ethereal allergy meds are kind of real hard to create.
You need to get a prescription for them. And if you let your prescription run out, then you have to get an appointment with your doctor. And then the doctor needs to approve the subscription. And then the doctor's office is the one that needs to fax it to your local pharmacy. Even though it's not really your local pharmacy, you have to drive at least 20 minutes to the pharmacy in order to get it. And even then, sometimes they're out because everyone needs the allergy medication. So sometimes you're stuck waiting for like 2 weeks to get these ethereal allergy medications, but you still got to do your job and you still got to go collect the cats, but you're sneezing so much, you're like, fuck it, you guys get to have one more life. And that's just how it's been going for like the last couple of centuries.
You think the medical systems here in the North Continental United States and Canada are bad? Think about the medical healthcare and the medical systems in the afterlife. So it's the afterlife. You're not supposed to have a healthcare system.
So Harold says,
yes, they do.
Harold says, are you okay, Lady Punnet?
Completely fine.
No, she's not.
I think it's been a long day.
Only like 12, 17 at night. My ADHD medication wore off like 2-3 hours ago.
Neppy says it's the afterlife. Do you need a doctor? Apparently someone does. Mr. Grim Reaper does.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think there's plague doctors? What do you think they do in their afterlife?
Exactly.
Maybe they just need Juno, their caseworker.
Yeah.
Juno's really Juno obviously needs a doctor. Look how much she smokes.
Does this mean, Nick says, does this mean even in death people cannot escape their allergies?
People who die can escape their allergies. Grim Reapers have always been dead.
I like how
somewhere along the way they developed an allergy.
I like how this is what this conversation has devolved into. We started off talking about the book, and now we're just talking about Grim Reaper shit.
Grim Reapers being allergic to cats and needing to get medication, but needing to refill it. I'm not going to go on that tangent again.
God damn it.
I can't stop it the first time.
God damn it.
Neppy says that sounds like hell.
No, that's the worst part. The pharmacy's in purgatory.
Oh.
Where everyone's always waiting.
And they always know your name.
AP says me over here having a slight smoking problem and drinking. I mean, we all have our vices.
Oh my god, you guys. Just, oh my god.
Time for night-nights.
Do you think... So Grim Reapers have allergies to cats, and that's why cats have 9 lives. Do you think that the reason people died so much in the winter way back when wasn't just because they ran out of food or froze to death, but because the Grim Reapers were able to do their jobs better because their allergies weren't affecting them?
Winter allergies exist.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would affect the Grim Reapers. I picture Grim Reapers are mostly allergic to cats and pollen for some reason, even though they lack noses because Grim Reapers are skeletons.
They still have their nasal cavities.
Yeah, but they don't have the things in their nose to make them sneezy.
Have you seen the inside of a skull?
But they don't have the little tissue things.
You don't know that for certain. It could still be in there.
Do you think the Skull Rider has allergies from the Marvel universe?
Nix's Rose, you don't know if the skeleton still has lungs. Have you seen what's underneath the robes? For all we know,
if a Grim Reaper
is in the hands.
Wait. For a Grim Reaper to be able to speak to you and let you know your time has come, that means they need vocal cords.
Critter, are you okay?
Are we overwhelming you? No.
Therefore, if a Grim Reaper has vocal cords to tell you your time has come, that means they need to have lungs in order to have the air pass through the vocal cords to make the sound to let you know your time has come. Ergo, the Grim Reaper has lungs and vocal cords.
Unless they are the ones from Supernatural, is what AP says.
On that note...
Which also means that they have to have nasal cavities.
On that note...
He's like, what?
You guys got a free 1-minute rant from Lady Punnet, and it didn't cost anybody bits.
Exactly.
I don't even know where to go with that.
On that note, thanks everybody for listening tonight. If you want to continue to listen to us, please check out our socials. We upload our episodes every Monday on our YouTube when we have episodes to upload.
AP says,
catch up with us there.
AP says, I love where this conversation went, followed by Neppy's. So, you know, Muppet Christmas Carol, did the final spirit who was depicted as a Grim Reaper not have lungs and vocal cords? So that's why it never talked, just pointed?
Or he could have just been so tired that I was like, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Maybe he was hungover.
He was tired of people's bullshit.
He was tired of fucking everyone's bullshit.
Nix's Rose.
I would like to point out that in a very Mickey Christmas Carol, that Pete was able to talk to him and he smoked a cigar on that. So
Nix's Rose says, wait, no, you guys woke me up now and I don't want to go to bed.
Ha.
All right. On that note,
Nightlife.
I would like to thank you guys for joining me for whatever the fuck this was.
Chaos!
Discussion about Grim Reapers having allergies, and now I want to write a small book series about the Grim Reaper having allergies and the bullshit they have to go through to get allergy medication.
If you would like to... Go ahead.
Or at least like a Sunday Funny style comic strip.
If you would like to follow us on social media, you can do so at lanktr.ee/Idiot Book Nook. For this episode of the Idiot Book Nook, I'm Blazewing.
I'm the Reading Dragon.
I'm Lady Punnet.
I'm Critter Shy.
Fuck you all. We'll see you next episode.
Love you.
Good night.
Bye.